So, welcome to this our video tutorial, another demonstration of our demonstration in the subject of system fundamentals. In today's video, we're going to talk about three major components. First, we're going to talk about or demonstrate how we're going to create a domain in the Windows server. In the Windows server, okay? We're going to access the domain website here in the second computer. And we're going to create a users from the server so we can access everything here in the server, including the website that we're going to deploy in the information or what we call IIS. Okay. And the second one, we're going to talk about the penetration testing. So penetration testing is an ethical way of hacking so we can find out the vulnerabilities of the website. Ang gagawin natin is, kapag na-access na natin yung website na galing sa server from this PC, gamit ng UTP cables, kasi nakakonect siya sa domain nito na kinreate natin dito. Okay? We're going to log the account that we have created here in the server. Okay? So, kapag na-create na tayo ng user account, ma-accessan natin yung website na kinreate natin dito sa domain. So, we're going to try to exploit the vulnerabilities of the website. And lastly, we're going to defend it using the tools. So, we're going to apply the CIA triad, which is the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of our server. Okay, we're going to defend it. So let's get started sa pag-connect ng client to server. Okay, so ito, lagyan dito. So dito, let's find identify the IP address. So, ito yung IP address natin. So, let's open the CPL. Yan. We'll make sure na merong connection yung itong PC2, itong client, tsaka itong PC ito. Ayan. As you can see, I already put the IP address, the subnet mask, and the default gateway. Like that. So, ganun rin dito dapat sa PC na to. Okay, let's muna. Ito. Let's identify the IP address of this PC. Okay. IP config. So, ayan. Right. And then, yun natin about PC. Babaguhin natin yung ito. I rename this PC para maging identifiable siya. Madali natin ma-identify that this is a PC2. Yan. And let's try to domain. Itong domain na to. Itong domain na to is the domain na kinreate natin dito. Okay? Para natin malalaman yung domain, okay? Answer. Let's open the management. Server manager. Yan. Server manager, okay. Dashboard. Medyo mayroong kabagalan. dashboard, local server. Ayan. As you can see, itong computer natin or workstation is Elon server, and the domain that we have created is elonmusk.domain. Kinreate natin yan using here in the DNS. So, kung gusto natin mag-create or mag-dagdag pa ng mga client na nakakonect dito sa domain natin, pupunta lang tayo sa server, sa computer management, or rather Active Directory users and computers. Yan. Dito sa users, let's create lang dito. Ayan, and new users. Pero hindi na ako mag-create. I already created some of the examples, like ito si Muffin Gabarda. Ayan, Muffin Gabards. Kita ba? Yes. Ayan, properties. Kung mag-login tayo, like that. Ayan yung magiging domain, ano niya. Okay. So, try natin i-login itong Muffin Gabarda, okay? Switch tayo ng user. So, as you can see, let's try another user. Let's add yung pangalan ng domain natin, which is Elon Musk domain. As you can see here, and sa Elon server, sa domain, local server, yan, Elon Musk domain, yan. So, Elon Musk domain, tapos yung pangalan sa Active Directory natin, generate natin, which is yung Gabards properties. Ito, account, ito lang, which is yung Gabards user logon name is Gabards. Tapos yung kinreate natin na password, kung anong password nilagay natin kanina, which is password is incorrect. So, yun mas yun, na-access na natin, okay? So, ngayon, nag-create rin kami dito ng website in the IIS para ma-access natin dito sa client na to, yung domain, okay? So, I have already the PHP files here in the wroot. Itong registration.com. Yun naman yan is itong mga PHP files. Ayan. We're going to access it here. Okay. So, using the IIS, there is a manager. Ito, Elon server, sites. Ito yung kinrate namin na sites, registration.com. Kung gusto natin mag-create pa ng sites, like, ayan, we're going to put it here, the site name, like registration.com. Tapos yung path kung saan mo nilagay yung folders na yon, saan yung mga files mo nakalagay, and the host name, like for example, elonmusk.com, registration.com, and the IP address. Di ko na lalagay yan kasi ganun yung ginawa ko para ma-create to. Okay? So, ito kasi, naka-start na siya. Let's start it. Pero, ayan. Let's browse it. Ayan, here. As you can see, and registration.com, ito sa server natin. Hindi siya gumana. Kasi, kailangan we must include the domain name first. Yung domain name natin is elonmusk.domain.com / registration, kung ano pangalan ng site natin dito, yan, registration.com, registration.com, yan. Ayan, as you can see, na-access na natin. So, Itong ano na to, applications na to, nagko-consist na siya ng database. Yan, base. So, let's try to access the data. Okay, medyo mabagal. Medyo mabagal siya, guys. Oh, page view may admin. Localhost page view may admin. Yan. By the way, ito yung ginagawa natin is nasa loob tayo ng server. Ibang-iba yung pag-i-install or process ng pag-install ng mga MySQL, katulad nito, page may admin, kapag nasa server ka. Pero hindi na yung sakop ng tutorial na ito. So, let's go. By the way, itong password na to is makukuha natin when we try to download the MySQL. Magpo-provide tayo ng password at rin yung ilalagay natin dito. In my case, yung password. Yan. Ito yung ano natin, yung database natin, comprog2. Which is ito yung dinemo ko rin sa mga previous demonstration sa login system. Okay? So, ito, let's try the connectivity to ensure the connectivity from this domain. So, let's try their connectivity. Ping 16. So, let's identify the IP address of this one. So, IP address 192.168.64.132. Okay. Okay. Successful. Kapag nag-reply, they have connectivity na. Na-connect na yung client natin dito sa domain or server. Yan. So, kung ganyan, kaya na rin natin ma-access yung website na nandito sa domain. Ang kagandahan talaga ng server is kaya niyang magbigay ng restrictions, mag-provide ng mga applications, ng websites, and many more, including the storage. Mas efficient siya sa storage kasi dito mapupunta yung kadalasan na lahat ng mga datas, hindi lahat dito, and mas organized kasi they are sharing or interacting with each other in more secured way. Okay? So, unsign in. Skip. By the way, depende sa users na kinreate natin dito sa domain natin yung pwedeng makakas dito. Like for example, nag-create ako ng like what I did before. Nag-create ako ng yung Muffin accounts. Ito, like that. Kapag nag-log in ako ng ibang users, iba rin yung makikita ko dito sa desktop, iba rin yung mga naka-downloads. Okay? Ganun siya ang kagandahan niya. Hindi sila magkakashare ng files para maprotektahan na rin yung privacy ng kung sino mang users dito. And ang kagandahan ng server is na monitor niya rin yung mga andito sa mga users niya. And meron siyang control sa bawat users niya. Okay? So, try natin i-access yung kinreate nating website na nandito. Okay. Got it. So, ano natin, ang domain natin is elonmuskdomain.com. Like what? Let's double check it. Ito, yung domain. Kinreate natin dito. Okay? Let's double check it. About the system. Kasi baka may yan. Ito yung Elon server. That's right. And menu advanced settings. Change. And Elon server. The domain is included by elonmuskdomain.com. Okay. And let's open the IIS. Let's access the registration website. I hope it is successfully. Yun, successful. Successful siya. Try natin mag-create ng account. Open natin yung database dito. As you can see, itong dito, kita mo dito. As you can see dito sa table account, ito yung mga username, email, and password. Let's try kung magiging successful. Kapag nag-create ako ng account dito, dapat lalabas rin dito yung mga information and details. So here we go. Let's say username. Ito, kita dito. Username is Duterte. Email address Duterte dot bossing at gmail.com, and let's say the password is 12345. Create account. Successfully inserted. Yan na, successfully. Try natin kung pumasok dito sa server natin. Informations. Ayun, pumasok. Let's try to login naman dito na. Login natin. I-create natin yung account, which is the email address is Duterte.bossing at email. And the password is 12345. Yan. As you can see, login success. Connected. Welcome to PHP. Ito, registered user list. Ito yung mga list na nakaano dyan. Bill Gates, Nance, Iwata, Paris, etc. And logout. Isa lang yan sa mga powerful or mga kakayanan na kayang gawin ng server. As you can see, kaya niyang magbigay ng mga websites, ng mga important informations ng bawat users na nakakonect sa kanya. Okay? Applications, restrictions, securities, okay? Efficient transactions, ano mga bagay. Iyan naman sa ilan sa kagandahan ng servers. Okay? So, now, like what I've said, in this tutorial, we're going to demonstrate some of the ethical hacking, or we're going to penetrate some of the website that has vulnerabilities. Bakit ba natin ginagawa yung ethical hacking? So, ginagawa natin yung ethical penetration test. So, we can measure the vulnerabilities. Once we find out the vulnerabilities ng website natin, kung ano bang system meron tayo, once we identify it, so we can fix it. Uunahan natin yung mga possible hackers na gawin yun. Okay? So in this tutorial, we're going to use the Kali Linux. Okay? The Kali Linux. And the hacking techniques that we're going to do is the SQL injection attack using the Nmap in the Kali Linux. In this demonstration, may I call my groupmate Lance Sabrosa. So,
First of all, gumagana yung oras. First of all, we need a VMware Workstation Pro. Here. VMware Workstation Pro 17, and we need a Kali Linux OS. Here. Okay. We will log in the Kali Linux. Okay.
mga lags.
So many lags.
So, in this tutorial, kukuha siya ng website na may vulnerabilities and i-exploit niya yun. Kukunin niya yung mga identifiable informations ng database na nakuha niya. Okay?
So, first of all, we need to open Firefox ESR.
And later on, kapag nakuha niya na yung information sa database such as user and password, pwede niyang gamitin yun to log in.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I'm about to search something like here the vulnerable website. This is an example, by the way. So this is safe test php.vulnweb.com. So I'ma go to the artist page and R4W8170. We'll copy this link and then we will go to the terminal emulator. So first of all, we need to type nmap space the website. You need to Control Shift B and then the database. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Mas maawa na pare. SQL map. Then this one and then Control Shift B. And then the database.
It's trying to access the website that has vulnerabilities. Yan.
So here we go.
So he identified the databases.
Which is available right now. Two available database. We need to try and backdoor it. So we need to type SQL map Control Shift V and then remove the space so AccuArt user then Tom. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. You Control Shift V. We need to copy and paste the link and then remove the equal the AccuArt and we need to get the tables. And here we go. We get the tables right now. The users and so we need to SQL map view and then Control Shift again, copy and paste and then remove the one AccuArt user Tom. Then Tom. The users and then we need columns because we get this one and then press enter and we will get in this one. So we need to get this username and next is the pass. So we need to get the username first. So the users then come. So remember that this is the database, the tables, and we need a column, uname and Tom. Here we go. We get this the username, and the next is password. So we need to get the column pass. Okay, we'll double check. Okay, pass, and then top. Okay. The password is test and test. Let's go. Let me try it. Oh, okay. Firefox. Testing lang. Okay. Let's log in. Test. gmail.com. Test. Okay. And here we go. Login success. Okay. Connected. And here we go. We will be getting the information from them. But now, this is bad. So we need to log out. So this is the ethical hacking. So do not try this at anywhere. This is for educational purposes only. Thank you. Okay,
So go muna, mag-login ka na dun.
let's go. Firefox. So we need to go to the website we vulnerable. Okay, that's PHP. Let's go to sign up. Let's go to here. Here, test and test. Wait. Hey, oh my god. Yes. Test, password test, and the username to test. So we need to try to log in first. Then boom. Here we go. Test. And we successfully access the website. Have you seen it? Okay. Gonna try to edit some information. Testing lang. Update. Let's go to sign up again. Then test. Then go.
Yun, success.
Access. So this is the ethical hacking or penetration hacking I teach you guys. So do not try this at anywhere, wherever you're going. So this is for educational purposes only. Thank you. Ikaw.
So you can prevent this kind of intrusion by following the protocols. We must ensure that the guidelines and protocols are applied when writing a codes. Like for example, writing a codes with restrictions, and we must ensure that we have network protocols, firewalls, and intrusion detection system, CM tools. In CM tools, we can detect the logs or unwanted things or people that trying to go inside in our server. But the best practice to prevent this is to ensure that our codes, especially our query, must have restrictions. We must have a kind of many tools. We can prevent this kind of intrusions and to practice the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of our system. We must follow the protocols such as network intrusion detection system. We must frequently follow the audits frequently conduct an audits, check the system, penetration system. Okay, we must check the logs for if there's unusual traffic. Okay, like in the CM tools, security and event management tools. We must encrypt our codes as possible. Okay, must have in the HTTPS. Okay, we must encrypt the query like that, so we can prevent this kind of unethical hacking. Okay, and we must follow the many things such as the strong password. Yeah. And I think that's all.